Victoria to come today.
Hi, glad you came. Hi, baby. How's the babysitting going?
It's a lot.
What
It's,
is-
it's worse than having teenagers because they fight over a ball.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Yeah.
But
so.
she's such a good girl.
She's a good girl. My grand dog is quite the asshat though.
Oh,
So she's not socialized very well. So everything is hers.
oh my
So
goodness.
she's kind of a bully. So
She's a bully.
a little bit.
Oh,
But
good.
that's
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna grab my stuff.
Okay.
Thanks.
Alright, we're in there.
Did somebody make something?
Yeah, oh, we're feeding them today. Jay's bringing pork butt, and then I have coleslaw and baked beans.
What?
Right? I thought I told you that.
I blinked. Wow, that's amazing. No wonder we need some plates.
Right? Download. gonna be quite a few of us, so. Are you on any kind of time limit today?
Me?
Yeah.
Um,
Alright. Well, here's what I can assure you. We are scheduled to start at 10. Majority of them walk in at 10. So we'll probably start at 10 after, something like that. Alright, are you done eating? Do I need to go clean up your breakfast real
might
quick?
have smoked a cigarette there.
Oh, yeah, there's a door right there. You're welcome to step out right there.
Okay, I'm just, put it in my car.
Oh, yeah.
I did not bring anything.
Yeah, no, head straight back up front, no worries. Yeah. Yep, just straight down that hallway, you're right back at the front door. Here, clean up your plate.
Besties, let's talk.
Good girl. Good girl. Trying to think of what else I might need. Are we online?
We were live.
We got anybody on?
One person.
Whoever's there, hi. You okay? You need to lay down? No. I know. Go lay down. Go lay down. Kaya, stop itching, baby.
Hey there.
Hey, good morning. Erica, do you know Kelsey?
Hi, Kelsey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hey there. If you don't mind flying
Hey.
in.
Okay. Get him, Kaya.
Hey Kaya, what are you doing, mama? Yes, I'm a girl. Yeah, my girl. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Where's Daddy?
in Vegas.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
You skipping work, Bridget? Kinda. Your flashlight's on your
Please.
phone.
Kind of multitasking.
Yeah, okay, we can do that.
Hey there.
Hey, girl.
Hey, hey.
Hi.
This is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
That's Kaya sniffing around.
Are you dog sitting?
I'm dog sitting Kaya and my grand dog.
Oh.
So, yes, it's been a house full. So, cause my grand dog's bigger than her. So, and she's used to being by herself. So, hi. I'm nice to meet you. Come on in, grab a seat. So, did you sign in? Sign in for me. Kaya, Kaya. Oilers?
Hello.
Does that go way back or what?
Yes, the retro.
The retro.
Yes, ma'am.
Did they win this week?
They did not.
They
Well,
did not.
Actually, I don't know.
They fired the
Well, I thought that somebody got fired,
Good.
yes.
Because we had the best quarterback for the number
Because
one
Vrabel's
pick.
coming this weekend, like.
Wow.
Oh, okay. See, I don't, I'm from Indiana, so I follow my Colts real close, so. And we're having a extremely good year, so I'm not gonna complain.
Get one.
There's water's in the fridge, do you want some coffee or anything? We got a Keurig. Okay. There you are. There you are. We're gonna be eating afterwards. So J and M smoked some pork butt. I got some baked beans and some homemade coleslaw. Should I go like that?
5 minutes,
5 till. Well, I was telling Jackie here, who was invited in by Tori,
yeah,
as agents, we schedule for 10, and we anticipate we'll start maybe about 10 after.
Seth will be here too.
Oh, he will?
In probably 10 after.
Okay,
That's
okay,
what I told him.
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
okay. Yep.
Real person,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, are we late to appointments?
no.
Right.
but
We're just
on
late,
that.
we're just late to everything with the office and training.
Not like today.
Nah.
Yeah, we'll do it before we serve up.
That smells it.
Oh, I'm sure. I just fed her breakfast because I can't feed both the dogs at in the same place. So I've been feeding Roxy outside and Kaya inside. And this morning I was like, okay, so we're just gonna take yours and feed you at the office because it's gonna make things easier.
I saw your listing over in, Twin Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
I showed one more.
Oh, do that. Well, I'll take one just close.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Showed one that just came
Okay,
on.
yeah,
So
I actually have to go downtown to Vanderbilt. The youngest granddaughter is having eye surgery, so she's got a lazy eye. So they're gonna go in and tighten those muscles up for her and so,
Well, we
but
actually-
Heather don't
They
teach.
didn't even want.
Heather's
They
capable,
ended
she
up going
wanted
for a
to
different one,
capable.
over in Cambridge Farms, yeah. Cambridge Farms, so it's previous, yeah.
I need that one off Wild West.
It's
It's a good price point for you now.
I used to go get some buns, I guess. I'll be right back.
I had one of these down in-
Oh, are you?
I had an
That's
opportunity,
not
but I
the
just
way.
in athletic, because
Okay,
the
go get
fillers
the-
are very, everything is in person.
Roasted, yeah. Some of them. I said, well, we'll get started probably about 10 after.
That sounds about right, wouldn't it?
I gotta get the water.
I mean, I can listen to the phone, it's right there. Oh.
Here, come on. Come on, you come in here with Lance. Come on. Hey, it's Ricky Dicky. Come on. Come on. Come on. To Lance.
Hey there.
Control of him.
You don't mind signing in for me?
You just gotta make me ask pretties.
I got him, yes.
I think we're actually expecting about 20 people today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on the, like, omission.
Is she went for a little
We'll have to
bit?
go off this right door right here.
It's on the left.
First row, right there.
Oh, it's over here.
Good girl.
Turn around.
Where am I
Go
Around there?
Yeah.
Ryan.
Hello.
Hey there.
How are you, Rai Rai?
Good, how you doing?
Good. This is my, Florida IZ.
Yeah, so it
And in here,
went to, it was,
there are
one,
like
106
500
Maya Ridge,
and
it's in Buffet.
oh,
So,
wow, that's big.
no, it's huge, so because they're,
How crazy
the
is
price point that they were looking at, they
Right?
had a mortgage payment.
Mhm.
So,
I was like,
I
okay.
encourage them to look in a wider spectrum, and they, yeah, and they found one that they liked, and we put an offer in, but it's a backup offer, I found it yesterday, but I'm working with Davis.
Oh, I'm sure.
He feels like the client, the buyer client for his client, won't meet all the expectations in the contract with them.
So I don't know, I already
Yeah.
get it.
That's the point, you know.
I just take the money and use it for my
Fingers
business.
crossed. Thank you, I appreciate you
Of
asking.
course, it's like 90 years.
Hey, Rick, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
I'm like, I use that to rebuild my plant. Can I do that? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Right. I know. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, well, that's just it, yeah, my land is way more valuable than my place, yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna give it a couple more minutes, cause we know how we all are, and I'm hearing that door ding ding, so. I got a hold of a guy, and he actually called me, he's all excited, and,
Is he?
yeah.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah, is it,
Hello there.
Carmichael, is that his name?
I don't even remember his like state.
Kaminsky.
You don't mind signing in for me?
Yeah.
But he did a better job for me.
No disrespect.
What's that?
That sounded like a carpet cleaner.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, he was excited. He was like, "Are we eating anything?" I'm like, "Well, we're eating because it's Thanksgiving for us."
Yeah,
And I said, but you wanna bring some swag, you know, count on it and we'll have a big turnout. 'Cause-
yeah.
Hey, girl. Nice shirt.
He's showing his prices are so good though.
Really?
He did, yeah, his prices are really good. He's done probably 3 or 4 carpet jobs and then gutter jobs for me.
Nice.
And my people have been happy, so.
Is he a jack of all trades?
No, he just does gutters and carpets.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think,
Get his information from him.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know where I found, actually, I think I found him on Google because he had like most, you know, a lot of high stars and stuff. So I just called him and his price was way better than the other kind of person I was using, so I used him.
I'll send it to you.
Yes, please do.
He gave me like a stack of business cards and it was like, hey, my info, your agent, I was like, call my office and speak if you want.
Thank
You
you.
talk to Wes?
Yeah, couple times a day, actually. Well, you know, he's working that other job.
Huh?
He's working that other job. So he took that, like, contractor job for, he's doing sales for a contractor.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I'll tell you all about that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I bet we probably talk at least once a day, easily, so. Karen enjoyed your flowers. The open house.
I ended up giving them my aunt.
They've made their way around. We won't tell him. Go lay down. Go lay down. I know, it's gonna make me crazy, so.
I think two. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's so many notes there, Mom. You got them all on your head? Yeah, okay. Well, and I'll revert back to them at some point. I got- Yeah, yeah. We got this. Few more minutes. Few more minutes. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try not to geek out and be like all over the place, cause, well, you know how I am, cause I'm like, ooh.
Hi.
Right, yeah. Do y'all wanna set up so that, sit together, okay? Up here, yeah, let's, cause I grabbed one from the back, cause I have a feeling we're gonna be, so pick anything in the front, move chairs from the back. Oh, you got one, okay. Was it? Oh, sorry. Oh.
Sorry.
Everybody sign in. Tori, you didn't sign in. Pass it toward the front for me. Bridget, did you sign in?
I did.
Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, so, and I downloaded some real track stuff and got that up. Yeah. Hey, come on in.
Sorry we're late.
No, we were giving it a 10-minute leeway.
Heather was here, but she's gonna have to go get buns.
Oh, yeah, Heather, yeah. There's seats here together. Sign in for me. Did you bring any baked goods?
What's that?
Did you bring any baked goods?
Oh, not this time.
Okay, you
Move it.
That's okay, Jay and I got it covered, so. don't forget everybody. Get your slippers boots. Oh, really?
I got one last season on sale.
That's when you gotta get everything.
Right?
Yep, yep. I was, after the breakfast, I ran over to the Cato. Do you ever go over to the Cato? So, a lot, I'll call it, I mean, there's a lot of jeans and it's small sizes, plus sizes, on each side. But I walked in and there was a pair of like, flowered hippie pants. And I was like, this is fine. Oh.
And I got a gas.
I get it. I get it. Look,
He's actually a whole stack.
I've got between
okay. Nice. Speaking of, your, is it your folks or is it the ones that build the modules that do the painting and all that?
Well, it's ours is a matrix, so she gave us.
Okay. Can you invite them to the November 6th office meeting?
Yes.
Okay,
Awesome.
yeah. Perfect. All right. We're gonna slowly cruise into this, because I know we're gonna have a couple more people. I know, I don't know how many we got online?
2.
2, everybody say, hey, everybody online.
Hey, everybody.
I don't know who's there. Somebody will text me with a question at some point. I think Candy's on. We've got a couple of visitors in, cause we opened this up to anybody, right? So we put it out online if you wanted to bring in other agents from other offices, or, you know, there's some folks that are in the process of getting their license and those kinds of things. It's a great way to kind of invite them in and, you know, see what we do here. I will share with you, for those of you, who may forget my name because you haven't been here, I'm Hope. This is Jay. We attended what's called the Exit Roadshow in September?
Yeah.
September. And, there was an AI guy in there by the name of Jason, and as soon as he started talking, like, my head started spinning. And it's because I kind of geek out about systems things, and when we were done, Jay and I got talking, and we were like, so we have been learning a lot of the stuff that they use and how it can simplify our lives as realtors, because I don't know about you, but well, let me ask this. Who's using ChatGPT regularly or some kind of AI regularly? Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go. Before we went to this class, I would go in and start a new chat every time, say it's a listing, and I'd say, you know, okay, I'm gonna do an open house at, you know, 294 Rio Vista, because I can get it sold, blah, 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 you know. And for everybody that knows, it's been on the market forever, but
We've all got them.
we've all got them, so, and we're gonna get them sold, so we're just gonna put that out in the universe today. But, you know, but I would start, every time I would set up an open house or want to do something different with my MLS, I'd start a whole new chat. And, even though it'll save your history, which we'll show you here in a little bit, I wasn't going back in and utilizing it like I should. The other thing is we have learned that you can actually set up what's called a prompt and go straight to that prompt, open it up, and add in whatever you've set it up for. So say it is that, you know, I want to do, you know, a listing MLS description, right? So I've set up a prompt that is literally listing MLS descriptor. So then all I have to do is go in and put, here's the address, enter. It'll go find everything out there for me, and boom. So I don't have to go pull up 294 Rio Vista, pull everything from the MLS, you know, anything else that you can find, ask me all the questions that you need me to answer for you to be able to give me all this. So it's very similar to coding. If you understand or know what coding is, obviously it's the behind the scenes stuff on all the internet, but we don't have to learn coding because they've set it up for us. So what we're going to do through this process, which we won't deep dive that piece of it today, because I'm afraid it might make you all fall out of your chairs and then you'll never come back. Cause, you know, it can get a little mind-boggling. So today, what we wanna do is really get you familiar with ChatGPT, how to set it up so that it has you in mind for everything that it does, okay? So when we get started, we're gonna look at how to personalize, like real deep, how to personalize your ChatGPT, and then you don't have to keep continually putting in over and over, like, do this for me, do that for me. It's going to know you, and then that way you can literally click open one of your prompts or, you know, hit something, and it's going to make it real quick and simple. The other thing is, what we learned, we've all been taught, well, I have been, I'm sure you'll say the same thing about Google. Google Business, gotta have a Google, professional Google business page, right? You still want one, absolutely. You can still gather your reviews there, but what we've learned is the difference between chat and Google search. So Google search will pull up everything that it suggests and allows you to pick from. ChatGPT is an ask system, so you've got search versus ask. It will pull up everything that you ask that it can find. It will not find your Google reviews. It can't
It's
read
just
it.
a stop right there.
Yeah, it's,
So,
you gotta almost look at it like a wall. So, we also learned recently, the new, Zillow portion inside ChatGPT is very similar. So, just kind of setting the stage for what we're gonna start learning is, it'll do so many things as long as it can find it, but if it can't find it, obviously, right,
you
there's
get
nothing there.
nothing out of it.
There's nothing. So search is gonna go find everything, and then, you know, you Google search, you go in and you pick, and you try to find, and then you keep going back and pick and find. Where in ChatGPT, you're going to ask, and it's gonna find everything it can. The interesting part is, we have figured out how to get you out there so that you're more visible, okay? So,
How many of you guys were here when we did
the
the
first,
Real Grader? The Real Grader people came in, it was a while back, and they went through and said, hey, we'll update all of your profiles. We'll
Mhm.
update your Google, your RealTract, or your Redfin, Homes.com, just to name a few. And they were saying, we'll do this for a fee, and we'll make them all uniform. That's what, we're gonna do some of that today, and the reason we're doing it is because AI, what it's pulling right now is from these profiles. Some of the profiles won't pull, I mean, if you search AI, it's gonna come up on Fast Agent and some of these other ones we're gonna go through.
Yeah.
It's gonna make you more, like, we're gonna Google some agents probably while we're in
Yeah,
here
we will.
today.
Yeah.
And we're gonna say, pull up the biggest agent in Sumner County. And it's gonna come from these websites that we haven't heard of before. Cause AI will stop at some sites, it won't go to some sources, but for right now, it's gonna go to them. And they're gonna probably fix it when you say help.
I would say down the road, but right now what we're trying to do is get everybody ahead of the ball,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
We're trying to get it.
yeah, absolutely. So, what was it, Friday? Friday we watched some Zillow stuff?
Yeah.
Was it Friday? Okay. So just to kind of give you an example, and just forgive me because I do have a little bit of ADHD and OCD, and when we start talking systems, I turn into this big geek as you can find. So, in my head, it's like, don't forget to tell this and this and this and this and this and this. So forgive me if that starts happening, Jay will give me the kick in the shin or whatever, and be like, come on, circle back.
Well, I'm a nerd too.
I know, so if you could
Sorry.
see us hiding in his
Yeah.
office on Thursday afternoons over the last month or so, you'd be like, these two are just crazy. But, what we learned with Zillow is, there's an app in ChatGPT now that you can actually connect Zillow, right? So, what are people who are using ChatGPT all the time gonna start doing is, hey, find me a 3-bedroom house with, 2 bathrooms and a lanai and, a pool and 4 acres and all of this. It's going to bring up homes, obviously that can be found on Zillow, with those matching words. It will not pull private remarks, it will not pull picture descriptions, it won't pull, help me Heather, it won't pull, agent contact information, anything like that. Basically, if it's not in your public remarks, it's not gonna be pulled up on Zillow.
It will pull like the stats, like, price and
Yes.
3-bedroom, 2-bath. But just what you put in the private remarks are so critical, and I'm sure you're.
The public
The
remarks,
public remarks.
Yeah, public remarks,
Nothing in
yeah.
private remarks, but,
yeah.
and you can, I'm sure you'll tell why.
Yes, so, because Zillow doesn't own the actual listing, right? They can only share out what is public. So, how do I wanna describe it? Help me, I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, so really, the most important thing with Zillow now being part of AI and Expedia and some of these other sources are all now in AI.
Yep.
So the controversy a little bit is that Zillow doesn't own these listings.
Right.
We, as agents, have a listing agreement with our sellers, and then they give us permission to put it on the MLS. Zillow globs, takes everything off of MLS.
Right. It's called scraping in the
Yeah.
background.
So, but the fact that Zillow is in there, right now it is, who knows what will happen, but most likely they'll probably wait and it'll stay there. But what's so important is when you're writing a listing description,
Yes.
we've been taught, use AI,
Oh, yeah.
have the listing description written, so it says, walk on into our beautiful room with soaring ceilings and all these flowery words, lots of adjectives. What we've now learned is that keywords are critical that you put in your public remarks. So back to early days where you're almost word, comma, noun,
Yes.
less adjectives, more nouns.
Yeah.
Put as many facts as you can in, because when people are looking up on Zillow or on ChatGPT, I'm looking for a 4-bedroom
Yeah.
home or whatever.
Yeah, so kind of look at it as an Instagram or a Facebook post with a hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag.
Okay, so, but obviously you don't wanna hashtag it in or let's even go back further for some of us older folks, when they used to, what they call, white page. So you've got all these words that are in white font that people can't see from back in the day, like if you were putting something out and it would pick up the words that were in there, but nobody could see them. Well, now we hashtag everything on the internet. That's exactly what you're gonna have to do with your listings. And I would say, even after today, think about it, and we're gonna deep dive the Zillow piece of it in another class, but we wanted to throw it out there because it's all about visibility and getting ahead of the system right now. So, take your MLS public remarks and go in there and you're gonna add things, what was the hatch or whatever, what was it he called it, a secret hatch
Yeah,
or,
like if you
yeah.
have a tornado shelter,
yes,
comma,
yes.
Pan crew.
8-foot
Comma.
ceilings,
Yeah.
Yeah,
comma.
8-foot ceilings, 10-foot ceilings,
Anything, yeah,
you
anything.
know, decks overlooking water view, you know, so things that you may not be thinking because they'll see it in the picture. It's not gonna pick up what's in the
Yeah,
picture,
those keywords.
Yeah.
We're talking about, yeah.
keywords, you've got to hit those keywords. So, because when they start searching, they're gonna people are being taught to get very descriptive when searching on ChatGPT. So, the more descriptive you are, the more likely it is that if they do that way, instead of going to RealTracs or, you know, Homes.com or something like that, and they're going into chat, it'll pull up your listing where it might not pull up somebody else's because they don't know that.
I'll add too,
Mhm.
where one of the classes we'll end up doing, I feel like for sure, is we're gonna do where we drop all of the pictures in
Yes,
onto your chat. And we've got a chat already built where we drop them all, and it immediately will fill the description, so you don't have to. And you're gonna see a lot, you've already seen them on RealTracs where you go in and you're like, wow, they really wrote that great. They didn't write that. I can promise you they didn't.
Yeah.
All of them are gonna start looking like that. If you write your own descriptions, you won't have to. And it's gonna save so much time. Like, I mean, you sit there and you're like, oh, what do I write here? Never again.
And won't ChatGPT, doesn't it like personalize your, like
Yeah.
how you want it to
Yes.
go?
We're
So
gonna
you can
set
say
that up
shorthand.
today,
Yeah.
where you personalize your own ChatGPT. You can say, write it softer,
Yeah,
write it more
less emotion in
friendly,
it or something.
less emotion or more emotion. It'll tune it to how you want.
yeah, and that is the piece that we will deep dive today.
Yeah.
The,
She was having questions.
I'm sorry, I was wondering if it would be for like a shirt.
oh, can we share the live outside of the office or no?
I'm not sure if
We're live.
We are live. It's just that we could email it to somebody.
We can
if
be
they're-
emailed afterwards.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, no worries. So today, and right now, basically what we want you to understand is this is gonna be an ongoing training for us.
We're like 1.0 today, and then if you 2.0 next time.
Yeah.
And if you miss the 1.0 and we're 4 lessons in, it'll probably be like, wow, like, today we're gonna set it all up. And you're gonna be like, this is going a little slow. We're just setting up ChatGPTs, some websites, there'll be probably some homework.
Yeah,
You know, just.
there'll be a lot of homework,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So, and I mean, it's obviously totally up to you if you wanna do it, but what I would say is, when we first started learning this process, I went in and started following exactly what he was telling us to do. Go in and set up your personal profile, and it's not just, you know, add your picture, tell them your bio, or ask about your bio and all that. There's a deep dive that we're gonna do here in just a few minutes for your bio, or for your personal side of the chat. There's setting up so many sites for you to be found. So for example, as Jay was saying earlier, if you go out there today and say on chat, find me out on the web, tell me everything it's telling you about my real estate, what do you think it's gonna pull up? Just out of curiosity, what do you think it'll pull up?
Maybe past listings.
Or your Google page or your website.
Yeah, so it may pull up your Google page. It won't pull like anything that you posted as far as blogs, anything like that. It would probably pull up, anything that you put out on a listing. It may pull up stuff that you put on Facebook or Instagram, like your profiles, those kinds of things. But what we really want is to be out there where people are actually looking for real estate agents, okay? I went out there, and again, we're gonna tell you, there's some work that's gonna go into it. It's totally up to you if you wanna do it, but it is some work. But the minute I started going out there and filling out these profiles on these certain sites, it was like a day later, I got a lead from one. And it's like, that's crazy. how did that happen? How did they find me, you know? So it works, it's just a lot of legwork,
And
alright?
the agents that you'll see, like if you pull up the Sumner County agents or
Mhm.
agents in Sumner County, you're gonna get the people that they're doing a lot of business. So they're doing it, they're doing the work. You know, we all know their names and they're doing it.
Right,
So we
absolutely.
want this office to show up.
Right, okay, so before I go any further, the one thing that I wanted to share, I'm sure most of you know, those of you that aren't from here don't know that, but I'm also licensed in Florida, and I get a Florida magazine just like we get the Tennessee one, right? In this month's Florida magazine, there are 1, 2, this is all about AI, articles on AI. There are, I think there's like 5 total articles on AI. There's another one. And then there's a whole thing on DISC, which I find very interesting because, you know, what are we talking about now in our office and trying to make sure we're all aware of is AI, and we've done DISC training at least
Last 2 months.
3 or 4 times in the last 2 months. So, I will leave this because there's some really interesting like tips and tricks on the AI stuff. You're welcome to look at it. But if you don't start stepping in to the AI stuff, you're gonna probably get left behind a little bit. Yes, ma'am?
Yeah, I was just gonna mention, for those of us that have been selling for a real long time, before internet, it was, you had real estate books. Before that, it was like little card catalog, blah, 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 things like
Yeah.
that. So times change, and right now, we're at this wild west, we're at the beginning stages with this AI that, you know, everyone's used to everyone searching on the internet, you know, finding their homes on the internet. They're not gonna be searching, they're gonna be asking AI to search for them, because we're all about convenience, make life easier, less work, less time. So we're gonna say all the things that they're saying, so we all need to have that presence on AI. And any of us, even if you've only sold 1 home, you could probably, if you do enough of that AI stuff and what they're gonna be teaching you, if you do enough of it, you could probably make yourself the top agent in Sumner County, just because you're putting yourself in all these different places while
Yes.
other people that might be selling that are not. So like,
Right.
it's open, wild west, like gold mine, whatever. You could like make your business like 500 times what it is by
Yeah.
just having that AI.
That's a good way to
know,
put it, Wild West, because
It
they're gonna
really
change
is.
it. They're gonna change
Yeah.
things as we go along,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, so let's kind of get started into I'll call it the good stuff. So, we literally named it Prompts to Paychecks because putting your presence out there is going to help get those leads, okay? Leads are obviously your paychecks. So we're gonna go through a bunch of samples, you know, talk about your profile. So the first thing, and for those of you that have your computers, if you wanna open them up, follow along, that's great. If not, take notes. Colorado. Chris. Just follow along. So I have chat open, and what we want you to do is to go into ChatGPT, and keep in mind, there's all kinds of chat rooms out there, right? There's Perplexity, there's Claude, there's Gemini, yep, I use Gemini, Gronk, there's a lot of them. So today, we're going to specifically talk about ChatGPT in what we call the OpenAI. So, because there's a couple, notice on here, if you notice the icon, there's one that's very similar to it, but it's black, it's like reverse, it's black with the white. It's a whole different system. So today, we're on chatgpt.com. So take a minute. Has everybody already used that system? Is that the one you're using? Okay. Go ahead, Rika. It's okay. We're gonna take it slow.
I don't know
So-
what I'm on.
Y'all have to remember, some of us are older.
Yeah,
We don't
Yeah.
know all this stuff on the right one.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And that, it still works.
Yeah, I just don't know personally.
Yeah.
I've been doing this 40 years, so I've been.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, it's like, yeah, absolutely.
It's like $20
So different.
I use it.
Yeah,
all the
so-
time, so I have to pay
so
for it.
what we're saying up here is there's several levels of ChatGPT that you can actually get into. There's the free account, and it's going to do just as much for you. But it limits you to how many a day you can do.
Yeah, that's the main
Yeah,
drawback.
it's, what is it? Is it 20?
What? 3 or 4. I thought it was 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many it is.
I jump back between the phone, my phone, and.
Oh, you do?
And
And back and forth, okay.
But then cut you off.
It does.
Yeah, so on the free account, it'll only allow you to ask so many times a day. On the basic account, which I think is what, 20 a month? Something like that.
That's what I got.
It's, yeah, and that's what I use. But don't feel like you gotta jump into that until, you know, you really learn it. Just limit your searches to what's important, and keep in mind, it'll save your search, so if you've asked once, you can always go back in and pull up any kind of search that you've already done. So you'll see where I go in and I'm constantly playing. We've been talking about Constant Contact and MailChimp and all of that, so, but it's always there unless you delete it. If you delete it, obviously, it's gone.
With the paid version, you don't have to do it today. Once you start using it for like the MLS pictures and the descriptions and all that we're talking about, you're gonna end up getting it. Because right now, if you're just using it for, you know, the class, you're fine.
Yeah,
You know, we'll design some chats and set it up for you. But once you start really using it as a tool, I use it every day. I log into my laptop and I'll pull up ChatGPT. By the way, they're the ones that have the market share right now. The others that we mentioned are not as popular, they do other things better. So it's kind of like when the internet came out. You got AOL and you had a few other, you know, providers.
what was it, Ask Jeeves and,
Yeah.
or, there was.
They all had the
different things you could
discs
choose
and
from.
you had to install them. We're at that level right now with AI. So it's gonna change and there's gonna be more companies that merge and come in. So, but for now, ChatGPT.
Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, I was gonna say, the other thing you get with the plus plan is you get access to Sora. Which
Yes.
Sora is image generation,
Mhm.
and they just released Sora 2, which is video generation, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
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 I'm glad you're here too.
Right, yeah, he can help us, yeah, we've got backup today,
Keep us
between
on
him and
track.
him, they'll keep us going, so, I mean, cause obviously, you know, Jay and I are learning this whole process to share with you, but
Yeah.
experts we are not yet.
Yeah, You're
Yes.
getting there though.
Yet,
You are.
so, and here's what I'll share with you too. I'm good at doing it, and I can sit and show you how to do it. I may not be the best one to stand up here and like describe everything. So if I get tangled up, just slow me down and be like, wait a minute, you're talking gibberish. All right, so if you've got your computer with you, what we want you to do is log in, and then just open up your account where you're at, just wherever you're at. If it's the free account, great. If not, you know, go into your paid plan, and then down at the, I think it's the bottom corner now. It used to be the top right, but down here is where you will find your information. See where I clicked? And then again, let me just hit this so you guys can see it. So I've got the plus plan, as you can see, I've got that as my current plan. And then you've got the business plan. And I don't know that any of us need the business plan. I mean, unless, I don't know, Victor, you might, you're kind of you're a video guy and all of that, so, see the differences of what it will allow you to do. Again, at the end of the day, if you've got the free plan, you're gonna be just fine. So, once you're in, go to the settings. And here's where you can really start personalizing everything. So, check your accent color, give you 3 guesses what I picked, right? I left all of the languages in place, notifications, basically I'm doing push and all of that. But here, where we have the personalization is where you're really going to want to deep dive. So now, keep in mind that, you know, we had some help from our trainer putting all of this in. So I'm just gonna read through it. And then after the class, don't feel like you gotta write it all down because it's a lot. After the class, and if you would make a note on things that we need to do after the class. Oh, there's a board over here if you wanna, okay? So after the class, what I will do is I will copy and paste out my personalization just so that you have some examples, and I'll email them to you so that you can kind of use it as your template, okay? So first thing that you always want it to do is provide accurate information. Never hallucinate or exaggerate. Explicitly state uncertainties. No insincere praise or pandering. Only acknowledge genuine excellence or insight. Keep answers concise, clear, and structured. Eliminate unnecessary elaboration or jargon, which for me is good. I don't like that, we don't need to just jump around the house 5 times to go in the front door, I don't like it. So, sound natural and human. So, these are all the things that we tend to continually ask over and over every time we start a new chat, right? Make it sound human, make it sound like me. Well, when you put it in the personalization, it's always going to do that for you. You don't have to do that anymore. Avoid robotic, formulaic language. Leverage prior context intelligently. Don't repeat known information unless directly relevant. Offer practical, actionable advice. Prioritize real-world utility, especially marketing, AI, and real estate. Be, iterative and collaborative. Invite adjustments and refinements. Maintain proper punctuation and style. The whole dash thing, every time you ask it something, then you gotta go in, you gotta remove that dash. I don't like doing that. So we want those out of there. Use Oxford commas and natural contractions. Avoid starting sentence with let's. Omit unlock in marketing context. Follow these universally unless explicitly instructed otherwise. Use quick and clever humor when appropriate. I like the quick and clever humor. You don't necessarily have to have that in there, but you know, I like having those options. Okay, so again, we'll send that all out. I know Sam's hammering away on her computer because she's the typist in here. So, all right. So then when it's going to start asking you, what do you want to be called? Obviously, you know, you put your name in there. Listen, if you want to be called Sassy Pants, be called Sassy Pants. It's your chat. Nobody cares. You're the one that's going to know what it means. Your occupation. So I put, I am a realtor in Hendersonville, Tennessee. I am also the onboarding and training, oh, it's such a small space, director for my brokerage. And then I put comma, Exit Real Estate Solutions, also known as ERES. I did that because I'll type in ERES and it knows automatically, and I don't have to type out Exit Real Estate Solutions every time I do something. When, time saver, right? Where I develop educational content and support for agents' growth. Oh, using ChatGPT, this makes me crazy that I can't get right on it. It's almost too small. Business strategy, create, content creation, training development, personal support across a wide range of needs. So you, for example, might go in there and say, you know, I'm a real estate agent in White House. You know, I like to work with buyers, sellers, investors, especially first-time home buyers. You know, so start thinking about what is your niche, what do you like to do? Because it'll start pulling all that in for you. Keep in mind, once you put this in here, you can always come back and update it when you start seeing things that it's asking you again. So if every time you go in there it'll say, do you want this to be this or this? Remember, oh, if I just go back and put that in my personalization, it'll stop asking you that every time. Make sense? Okay. More about you. So this is where you can get a little deep. I'm a multifaceted user who relies on ChatGPT for a wide range of purposes: professional tasks, content creation, client support, training development, and personal inquiries. I value accurate, practical, and clear responses that adapt to context. I want ChatGPT to remain flexible and not assume a narrow use case, since my needs can vary from strategic business planning to casual curiosity. I am also very passionate about my 4 grandchildren and dogs. I love to foster and help them find new families. Because a lot of times I will add that into my marketing. So I like putting stuff like that in there. Alright? Is that confusing so far? I'm not seeing a lot of deer in the headlights. But again, we're gonna copy and paste these templates out. I will literally mark them as occupation, more about you, so that if you want to, copy paste and then update it however you want it to read. Fair? Okay. And again, the reason for this is to minimize time.
When we start doing another class, and we're dropping in pictures on the MLS, and we're dropping in data from RealTracs to do pricing on the property and all that, it's gonna have the right, it's gonna spit out, you know, more of a realtor shaded content, so it'll help.
It helps a lot. So it's almost like building a house. This is your base, okay? This is all the information it's gonna go look at first. And then whatever else you're going in there on chat doing will be, you know, the walls or the roof or whatever as you build it and go forward. Okay, so down at the bottom, when you go to set up your profile, I ask that you flip all 4, she's right in front of you, all 4 of these switches on. And the reason is because down the road, with all of these on, oh, and the reference record history. If you don't flip that on, none of this will ever show up for you, okay? All of your chats will be gone. You won't see them. But I won't deep dive the why of this right now because it'll get confusing, but flip those on when you're doing your personalization. Okay, so apps and connectors. Again, I'm not going to do a huge deep dive because what I want you to think of, go see Lance, go get a treat from Lance. So all of us have smartphones now, right? You gotta think of Chat GPT very similar to your smartphone. So when you're setting up your phone, you're going in there and you're pulling in apps because you want it to do this or you want it to do that, you know, so ChatGPT is very similar. However, what I would say is before you start adding in apps that, and like just throwing them in there like, oh, I may need this or I may need that, it may start charging you, right, at some point for an app. You don't want to do all that because you're already going to be paying if you start with the plus, $20 a month for that. If you by chance start going into Gemini or something like that, where we created the explosive box, right, with the room, we did that on Gemini. We'll get to that one down the road, but you're gonna start, it's gonna be like streaming. Oh, I gotta have, you know, what, Netflix, I gotta have Paramount, I gotta have Prime, I got, you know, don't do all that yet. Go ahead.
Just really quickly with the Sora too, we just were playing with, it literally just came out.
Yes.
We got free codes from Discord, so, but the video generation, I think competes with Gemini. like,
Good,
On like a
Good.
crazy level.
good.
I mean, so I think it'll
And if
be,
you have it on your phone, you can actually put yourself into videos.
Love that.
So like you can just use your own Vimeo, which is.
They're gonna all start
yeah.
cannibalizing each other.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, I couldn't find the app in my phone, but I'll pass it.
Oh, okay.
The how, where to add the apps.
Oh, okay, yeah, under app and connectors right here, okay. Yeah, so, but notice, only because of some of the training that I've been doing, I have added and connected my Canva, my Google Drive, and the Zillow from last Friday's training. And, again, we'll go into those later, there's no cost to add those in, so if you want to at some point, add Canva. There's a lot of things that ChatGPT will do, and it will say, do you want me to create a Canva link for you? And if you say yes, and you're connected, the minute you kick onto it, it'll open it right up into your Canva account. Okay? I'm seeing a little, deer in the headlights, so, who did I lose? Go ahead, go ahead. What's that?
I would
Should
just
we
think
connect Redfin to it as well? I mean,
You-
why just Zillow?
If, that's what's available.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the only one that's available right now as far as real estate in ChatGPT.
Okay.
So Rika, did you have a question? Erica had a question?
No, I did it.
You did it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did it, oh, you fixed it for her? Okay, alright, good, okay. Before I go any further, who's lost behind? Go ahead.
How do you enable apps? I don't see them.
Oh, it should, like when you click on them,
The apps that are in here, as well as add, are the only ones that I can add.
you see if it'll, like, so when I click on it, and then it should say connect beside it. Does that make sense? Did it do that for you? Okay, good, good, alright,
So I would just stick with that.
okay, alright, so, for those of you who were here when I did kind of the basic, I mean extremely basic 101 AI training, I had showed you how you can set up a chat or a prompt that you can take a picture of a business card and say, send this to my Google Drive, and it'll create a sheet for you. That's why Google Drive's attached, because it'll do that for you, and we'll show you how to set up that prompt in a class down the road. But Canva, Google Drive, and Zillow, if you add those now, you'll be fine. And again, we'll deep dive those later, so. Alright, gonna keep going. I think we went through all this, so personalization, what do you want it to call, what you do, your traits, all that. The advanced, again, we flipped on all of those for the advanced searches, web searches, and all of that. And we'll get into the deepness of that later, so. Now, yes,
Real quick,
yes ma'am.
for everybody with data controls, you wanna turn off improve the model for everyone. So that way your stuff doesn't get shared with everyone.
Good tip.
You wanna have it, you wanna have privacy, so if you go onto your settings and go under data controls, there's a thing that says improve the model for
Right here.
everyone, and you wanna turn that off.
Yeah, so up at the top, turn that one off.
It turns off the other two, mine include audio recordings off, include video recordings off. Does that do something wrong?
I don't know, straight, I just do it.
Wait,
Oh.
you have an iPhone too?
I do, yeah. Well, I have
Where you go?
mine.
Yes.
On the apps thing, like,
I went
if,
under data
if
control.
we're set up for homes.com, does that need to be put on the apps?
We don't know yet. So, cause we haven't deep dive homes.com yet. We actually, I'm gonna throw this out there. Heather, do you remember what day we rescheduled? I'll tell you in 30 seconds.
Next one.
Would you put it on there if you already
The
tie into it?
13th of November. So I'm gonna throw this out there because Rika brought it up. The 13th of November, we've asked Homes.com to come in because they were at the Regional Roadshow. Now, what I will say is, you know, of course, they're going to want to promote their paid program. What I would ask you to do, if you wanna do it, it's totally up to you, but if nothing else, come in to that lunch and learn, because even their free portion of it, to learn what Homes.com can do and the visibility that it has is gonna be important down the road also. So, go ahead.
You're gonna be setting up your profiles with Homes.com, so you have to claim it, and that's free to do. So he's gonna walk us through how to claim it. The reason you wanna claim it is because just like ChatGPT, when you ask them to search you out stuff, you need to be found in Homes.com to be
Yes.
another place that they can
Yeah.
find you. So come to it, you know, you don't have to boost your spending with Homes.com, but at least you wanna be able to claim your profile and personalize that, and he'll do that for you.
But if you, like, I do have the
Yeah, you
paid,
do have the paid,
paid
yes.
part of Homes.com. So I'm gonna want to add that to my app.
No, right now, we don't think Homes.com.
No, not right now.
in
Do not
ChatGPT.
add Homes.com to ChatGPT right now.
Okay,
Don't do it, just because we haven't done a deep dive on it yet.
okay.
So we know what Zillow will do because we did the training on it last Friday. But you're squinting, I feel like
I
I'm in your
can't
way, I'm
see.
like,
I went too far.
Okay.
I'm too far away.
okay,
So you're on Zillow, Canva, and what's the other? thing?
Google Drive. So that way I can do like my sheets or like a CSV, an Excel or whatever you call it nowadays. Okay, yes ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me neither. I got Zillow and Canva.
You have to enter passwords and stuff.
Okay,
Not coming out on Rika.
okay, alright, so, Jay, will you do a note for connecting Google Drive? And then, like, as soon as we get through the training, those that wanna connect it, let's just stay and we'll try and get everybody on it. Is that okay? Alright. Alright, good deal. So, again, good call out, Sam, on the, improve the model for everyone. You don't want it to be shareable data, so, but everything else should be on as far as managed. Archive all your chats so that you can keep them, and then export data needs to be on. Now, if you've got family members, obviously you can add them here. I'm not letting my grandkids in my account, Lord knows what they'll be pulling up K-pop and, you know, all the stuff that's popular
You
nowadays.
see it on right over there.
I know, right?
Like,
So,
what are you looking at?
yeah, so just, here's what we want you to remember, this is your baseline, so this is basically your foundation, where it will automatically refer to it in your chats, without you having to ask it over and over and over the same stuff. I'm sorry, Jeannie, I stole the phone.
That's fine.
Let me get my head. So again, time saver. The biggest thing today is time saver, time saver, time saver. And then let's work on getting out there and being visible online. Okay, all right, so I think this goes through all of the things that we added in. So I'll share all of this out. Okay, real quick fact, why it matters. So we're going to start getting you visible, right? Consumers trust reviews more than ads. 90% read online reviews before contacting an agent. Search visibility, Google often surfaces Fast Expert, Rate My Agent, Yelp, Realtor.com, and Zillow profiles first, which we're going to head down that rabbit hole here in about 30 seconds. Lead conversion, it's verified, consistent profiles equal higher credibility, better click-throughs. So we're gonna get you out there so that you're seen more and get, hopefully, once you're verified, start seeing a lot more leads from it.
Basically, a real world application of it is somebody opens their ChatGPT
Mm-hmm.
now instead of Google. And
Yes.
that's what most people do. They don't Google anything, they go on ChatGPT. That's where it's going. And when they Google, who's the best realtor in Sumner County, it's gonna give, like Hope was saying, the websites that it's getting the info from, and then we're gonna put all of our info on those websites.
Right.
So we're on that list.
Here's what I want you to take away from this today, and we've restated it a couple times. If you don't exist online, it can't find you or reference you, right? If you're invisible online, you're invisible to AI also. Okay. So, these are platforms. Here's what I wanna do before I get into that. So, let's ask it, tell me the best listing agent in Hendersonville, Tennessee. It'll take a minute. Of course, it brings up those ones we don't
People
like.
we already know.
Right.
So,
Right, absolutely. So, go ahead and type in there, Jake, hit yes for top agents based on 25 data. There you go. And notice he didn't have to do, we're just answering the question. You don't have to repeat the question in the ask.
it guides you.
Yes.
So,
All right, we're gonna scratch him off because we know he's visible because he pays a lot of money to be visible. I'm hoping it'll bring up the girl that we,
I know.
okay, there we go.
And Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen and Michelle Patterson,
He's
those
got
are the
big
ones that we were
presence.
looking for. Okay, all right. Do you guys know them? You know
Yeah.
Stephen and Michelle? Okay, so, here's the interesting thing. So, notice where Stephen's information is coming from.
Zillow.
So, where's Michelle's coming from?
Fast Expert.
Ann Buchanan, and then Jackie Stockwell is on Rate My Agent. So what they have done at some point in their career is they have gone into Zillow, made sure that they have an agent dashboard. Does anybody else in here have an agent dashboard for Zillow? Okay, so I want to,
Free.
free,
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
It's
free.
I didn't have one. I was on Zillow, but my sales weren't linked to it. And I had like, you go on there and it would just be like, I had no picture on it. So
Yeah,
shame on me.
so, I don't want the Premier Agent, I always have a hard time figuring out which one I should be clicking on.
Yours looks great.
That's not it either, I don't want this, you don't want Showcase, Showcase is where it's gonna try and sell you, leads. We don't want that.
I didn't really care if I had a picture. I wanted your picture.
Alright.
Let's look at
Okay, alright, so I'm gonna sign in real quick.
So what other platforms should we have a dashboard on to become more visible in ChatGPT?
Fast Expert.
Yeah, so we're you're flying ahead of us, Lance, so hold on.
Good
So,
question.
it is a great question,
Where we're headed.
so I'm going to sign in real quick. I think I'm pretty much, alright, so notice how it says Agent Hub. Everybody with me? Agent Hub off of Zillow.com. So we're on Zillow.com. I've already created an account. Make sure when you create an account, you're not accidentally creating an account as someone who's looking for a property or trying to list a for sale by owner. Make sure you're creating an agent account. When you go in,
Yeah, you have to go to agent, go down to profile or,
that's
your
usually,
profile.
yeah,
And
that's
then it-
usually where I go.
I know, but it.
Okay,
it
okay,
scrolls
okay,
something up.
okay, you got it, thank you. Alright, so, you literally want to go in here and put in your profile, put in your MLS ID, which is your RealTrax ID number, okay? So if you can't find it, just go in, to RealTrax, absolutely. So update your profile, so once you're in your account settings, just update your profile. But here's the most important thing. And because I just went through a renewal period, it's not letting me add in a couple of mine. Let me see if it'll let me add it now. It lets me add in anything for Florida, which I haven't done, but it won't let me put in my Tennessee ones right now. So, okay, there we go. So, notice how it brings up every possible sale that's happened on Long Hollow. This one was mine. So I'm gonna put that I represented the buyer. I'm gonna put yes. And then, if for some reason these did not come up, you can manually add them here. But you want to go in and put every one of your past sales in Zillow.
How far back?
Well,
How far back
Jamie,
would you go?
I would say for you at least 3-4 years.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
you put in your, I think,
So,
correct me
yeah,
if I'm wrong, if you put in your info right, it's gonna,
yes,
Hold on.
so
Yeah,
as long as you
populate.
get verified, okay? Which, because I just went through a renewal on September 29th or something like that, it hasn't verified me yet. So, but once it verifies me, then it'll come back and it'll pick up. So notice how it's, hold on one second. Buyer, yes, add sale, and it'll go right in there, okay? But once you set up your profile and you are verified, let's see if I can find my profile. So through here,
curious.
oh, I know what it was, okay. Takes me a second sometimes to find them. So if I add a sale, I know what it'll do.
Can you add like off market stuff you've done?
Yes, yes, you can. So, that's where, because it might not show up on an MLS to pull it, down at the bottom, you can manually add it,
Okay, good.
okay? Alright, so here's what I wanted to do. So I wanna go ahead and hit yes, buyer, yes, add sale, okay. So notice how it says profile using, doesn't match the profile, it's because I'm not,
Renewed.
it hasn't verified me from my most recent. So you would go in. I feel like I'm running around the house on this one. Back to profile. I'm trying to show you where it'll show you that it's, is it this one, Jay?
Yeah.
Where is my,
Are you looking for the?
my renewal timeframes?
Yeah, go there, right there on your picture.
Picture,
And then go to
is it settings?
settings, yes. I believe it is.
I think you're right.
And then,
Is it this one? Oh, shoot.
no, go back.
Sorry, guys.
Go past.
Yeah, well, that's where I was, and I was trying to get it to kick me to where it would show like you need to update your verification.
Yeah.
Alright, so, when you set up your profile, make sure that you go to past sales, under your settings and toggle it on. That way it'll pull anything that reads on the MLS,
Were you trying to get to the point where it?
where it shows my license. I know.
It should have been on your picture.
I know,
Go to
right?
help, see if it pulls up that video. No, that's not.
No, so there's an area, I know, but that's what I thought too.
Okay, go down to Safari.
Mhm.
Scott.
Is it anywhere on there?
No, that's, I just tried that.
My license has been pending
So
for
mine
like
is
a year.
pulling them, but
Okay, so
Mine was too.
Okay, what do you do?
Okay.
yeah, okay, so Jay's got a tip for if you don't get verified right away.
I called them and, I just called them and got into their support. And instead of support, they didn't help me in support. So I went to sales and then I talked to somebody and they transferred me over to somebody in support. I went to sales and just said, hey, I might wanna check you out and see how, your program is.
I might
which
wanna
I-
buy leads.
Which I got some good information on, but, then they transferred me, then all of a sudden, they said, oh, it's this, and everything showed up. So just call them and
Yeah,
talk to them about Zillow Preferred Premier Agent or whatever. It's not a bad deal. Homes.com and Zillow are competing right now for market share, and they both got a program.
oh, I found it, Jay.
I don't wanna get in that wormhole, but
I found it.
I think we got Homes.com coming in anyway, so it'd be a good class to go.
Yeah,
I plan on coming for that.
yeah, okay, so I found it, it was under, right, I probably wouldn't
Past
find,
sales,
past sales, okay,
and then add
yeah,
sale.
well, yeah.
And then add sale, and go to that thing that you just write.
No, because I've got Florida, that's why it keeps throwing me off.
If you type in your license and your MLS
It's gonna go
number and all
backwards.
that, it should pull them all.
Yeah,
It's pulling them, but I'm trying to add some off-market ones, and it's not letting me, because I haven't been verified.
okay,
All of them.
okay.
Yep.
So, part of your profile here is make sure you add your general information, but your agent information, this is where you're gonna get verified. So, put in your real estate license, your MLS agent ID, right? So that's your RealTrax number, and then add in as many service areas as you want to. Okay,
And you put in your website, so your exit website.
yeah, I think it
That's
goes
good.
to my exit website. Let's see if it goes there. Yep, it does, okay, good. Okay, alright, so this is one of the things on your homework, okay? Because, remember, we went here first, and we started pulling up, who's seen and where are they seen. So, there is Zillow, there is also Fast Expert,
Could you come up as the main, broker for real estate solutions?
really?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Okay, well, we're about to find out, because I'm about to sign in. Expert, evidently I show up as the main broker for here on Fast Expert. No, I'm not. No, I'm just here to help people along, none of that stuff. So I've done, yeah, so
Maybe because this is client login, you have to go into the agent login or something.
let's try it. Cause the only ones that should be on here is agents. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I'm on there too, I signed up. Right with you.
Yeah, we were sitting in the room trying to do all this together, okay. There's my lead that came up for, when I signed into Fast Expert. So, again, it's all about setting up your profile. Okay? You gotta go through and go step by step by step and add everything in. Do your bio, transactions, your real estate license, your hobbies, all of that. If you've got awards, notice how it's picking up the listings that I have active right now. You can add those in if it doesn't automatically when your profile comes up. Make sure before I put my profile in, none of these links were here. So I literally went in and pulled all of my professional pages, not your personal Facebook, not your personal Instagram, your professional pages, and put them in social media. And the reason is because Fast Expert is also gonna do the same thing, is gonna pull from your visibility that's already out there. The other sites, okay. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm just going to, I got my cheat sheet here. Okay, so, going back to all of your homework. Zillow, put Zillow first. Fast Expert. Rate My Agent. Yelp. Realtor.com. Redfin. YouTube. Homelight. Homes.com. Homelight. Yes. And then the last one is called US News Real Estate. And these are all the ones that came up when we started playing with who's visible and where's it coming from. Now, again, is it a lot of homework? Yep, it is. But again, if it's going to make you more visible for leads, you want to be out there. The only thing I have left to do is do an intro video on Fast Expert. Go ahead.
Heather, it's okay for all of us to do Fast Expert. It says we have to ask for permission on.
I just wanted to go ahead and say that. You know,
Okay,
Sorry.
yes, no,
Whoa, wait.
explicit permission, yes, okay. So now, on US News Real Estate, it's extremely different. It is not where, like you'll create a profile and sign in, but in order to be visible from that site, it wants you to go in and read and like its articles. So that, I mean, to me, that's like sitting around watching TV and clicking articles, right? You know, oh, I like that one. Hey, I like that one. Great. Move on. Yelp. Everybody's familiar with Yelp, right? Everybody's Yelped somebody at some point. Is that everybody familiar? Yes, no? Yeah, okay. So when you have all of these done, they say you increase your visibility 90% over other agents. That's pretty huge, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's huge. So take the time to get in there, and again, is it a pain? Yep, it sure is. Now, here's what I wanted to
I
show
was
you.
gonna mention real quick.
Yes.
It's kind of like before how you always wanna increase your SEO on Google, you know,
Yes.
on your searching, you were trying to increase it. Doing these things increases basically that, but on ChatGPT. So
Yes.
where you're asking, this is why we're doing this, is so that you can get yourself high up or get most
Right.
notice. So it's the same as like paying for someone to get you higher on Google.
Right,
Which
right,
they
right.
call GEO.
GEO.
So you can add that when you're doing your descriptions and stuff, say SEO and GEO optimized.
Yeah, that's awesome. And also too, you go into a listing presentation and you're saying, just dropping GEO and SEO, and be like, what? You know, like that. You know,
Right.
hey,
Okay, so the two sites that ranked the highest when we were searching people were Zillow and Fast Expert.
Yeah, Fast Expert was like way up there. I've
It's
never heard
way,
of it.
I never even heard of them before this training, okay? So what I would say is do Zillow first, and here's your little cheat sheet. because you can actually add in your Zillow reviews. And then, once you do that, and you sign in and create a profile in Fast Expert, it's gonna come in and pull up your transaction history. And you can add a transaction. A lot of times if it's visible on MLS, it will show, but look here. You've already put your past sales in Zillow. So once you put your profile together on Zillow and you have your past sales in there, you don't have to repeat all that work, sync it with Zillow. And then it'll also give you a place where, once those come up, then you could go, okay, I have a review for that one. Let's see if I can find it, probably not. Recent sales, I bet it's there.
Choose the review at, is it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you sync it, it will pull it over, and then you can actually manually add your review. So like I've been putting all my reviews on Google Business Page. So I just go grab them, match it to my past sales, drop it in, and again, it's another step higher of being visible on Fast Expert. Does that make sense?
So your Google reviews, that's where I've been going
I've been
I'm
storing
like,
them all there,
everybody
yeah.
review me on Google, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking they're gonna flow to every other site. No.
They're
No.
not.
So, but Zillow, you can pull them to Zillow.
Yes, yeah, they'll pull over to
Then you can
Zillow,
pull them over here.
and then you can pull them over when you
So it's
sync.
like, grab them here, put them here, then put them here.
Mhm.
I'm going down a wormhole here.
You are,
But
it's
anyway,
okay, it's
that's
good
the nerd
stuff.
coming out. I'm like, if you wanna get all your reviews, like if you got 100 of them on Google, they're not getting pulled. So you're gonna have to pull them.
Yes. But Emily's like, you're doing mine,
I
right?
need to, yeah.
Emily's like, I'm just here to look good, Jay's gonna do all my work
I don't
for
know
me.
about that.
No, she's a
I'm
smart
trying to
girl.
learn.
No,
I'm
she-
trying to
Yeah.
do-
Some of that stuff, she's like,
Yeah, no, I get it, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a thought in my head. Oh, okay, so I wanna go back to past sales. For the folks like Janie, who might have been selling for a few years and are frickin' rock stars and have hundreds they need me to add, right?
Mine are showing up, believe it or not.
That's great.
A long time ago, but they're not showing up the client, whether it was buyer or seller.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you know how to get that information, cause that's exactly where I was headed, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can't feel very
so
comfortable to let me go.
Save yourself some anxiety, because we have this page called realty.com, right? So everybody understands this page here? You know, our resource center, right?
Yeah.
Alright, and everybody knows they can go into the resource center and pull their past reports? Yes? Okay. And again, I get caught up in trying to find, so Heather, if you know the shortcut, where's past reports? Oh, I know, here we go. My reports, under your profile, okay? So, I'm not gonna run my report, but you can actually go in and do a deals report from whenever to whenever, pull it up for all, and get the report. And I ran a sample, so that I would double check all of mine on Zillow. And so it comes up and looks like this. So here's the address, what it sold for, dates, and whether you were on the buyer or the listing side. That's all you need to put it in there, right? So then, check it off, you got it, good, you've got all your past sales in there. Just as a tip, to save yourself the, I gotta go through Dotloop, and I gotta pull up the date, and don't do that. It's all right there for you. Okay?
That's
All right.
based to.
Past sales for Zillow. To make sure,
Well,
yeah, if they all pull up, great, yeah, okay. But I would double check just to make sure that they're all in there. Because, kinda like Ally, I've had some for sale by owners, they weren't, they weren't on there. So, and I wanna make sure I add them. Okay, all right, just so you know that's a resource. The other thing is to make yourself more visible. Who here owns a domain name? Everybody know what a domain name is? Has a website name? Yes? No? Okay. Think about it. If you don't, because you can control the narrative of you with your own website, which we, as Exit,
Right here, Exit
provides for free, where you can control your own website. All you have to do is get your domain name. And I think Karen and I were looking Sunday, the first year, I think you can, sorry, Seth's taking a picture.
No, you're good.
No, it's not there. Where did
Domain.
No. Right now, you can get a domain name, and my suggestion is a .com, not a .net, not a whatever those other ones that come up. Try and get you a .com, because obviously that's what we're all most familiar with. So think of the layman that's out there that might try to be searching something, and they're like, oh, I remember her thing was High Hopes, so it must be highhopes.com or something like that, right? So at least they'll try searching that way, where hopefully I come up as highhopesrealestate.com. So when you're when you go into a domain right now for the first year, you can get it for like a penny or $1 for the first year. It's so worth it.
GoDaddy.com.
GoDaddy.com, yes, GoDaddy.com.
Use
So-
Porkbun. GoDaddy is a lot more expensive.
What is?
Porkbun, yeah, GoDaddy's a lot more expensive. Porkbun,
Pork,
yeah.
like what we're having for lunch today,
I'm
pork.
about to go shred some.
Yeah, Jay's gonna go shred some pork here any minute.
It's like it depends on the domain, but
Yeah.
like $11 a year.
Oh, fabulous, okay.
There's
Cause
a
I
lot of
think I
stuff.
pay like $100 a year for GoDaddy.
Oh.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
if the name is just like really
Oh, yeah, 1108
specific, like
per
if it's
year.
your name, it's gonna be really cheap.
Okay, alright, so if you,
Pork,
pork, PORKBUN.
yeah.
And ChatGPT will help you do everything else if you have any trouble with it.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright,
and
so,
Squarespace has it too. I use some of mine under from Google domains, which are now on
I use the combination
Squarespace.
of Porkbun and Nixie Host just to
Okay.
get my website up, so
okay,
they both work,
perfect.
they work together.
We're gonna get you in here to teach some of this too,
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
so you know.
she wants to go over to her site.
So when
All right.
we go on to the ERC,
Okay, so here's the other thing that we wanna show you. So, I'm on the resource center, right? And notice I'm under marketing, and right here, what's it say? Websites. Hopefully it'll come up, Karen. We kept trying on Sunday and it kept coming up like system was down or something like that. Alright, so all you have to do is go in and literally connect your domain. And it will come up and look like this. Did I spell it right? I think I did. There we go. Okay. So, why is this important? One, you get your free website through us. Two, you can start controlling the narrative about you online through your website. So, one of the things that we were taught is, and he calls it blog I hate the word blog because to me it's like old school going out and writing something about, to teach somebody something. I'm gonna call it a post, right? Just consider it a post on your website. So notice how I threw in, when our mortgage rates dropped down to, when Craig sent it out to, what, 5.3 something for FHA and all that. I did a recent just sold, and this is all, now, I set up my website when I first came and got my license with Exit. So you'll see some most recent ones, but the rest of them were from 2019, I hadn't done a darn thing with it. Cause I was like, I don't know what to do with it.
I didn't do a website, I don't have mine at Exit right now. I had to request my domain name, and the only reason I did it, cause I was like, you think about blogging and you're like, man, that's like from 1990
Yeah, nobody wants to
something.
blog.
What do you, I'm not gonna do a blog,
Right.
you know, but we're
Yeah.
gonna do a blog generator here with AI, so why not? Just do a blog every week and drop it in your website.
Right.
It's gonna still pull, so I am gonna do a blog now.
Yeah, and it's literally, all you do is,
Just pushes you up in search results.
Yeah.
Every time you post.
every time you post, it pushes you up, absolutely.
Chris gets
So-
at least one phone call every time he posts a
I didn't
TikTok,
know that.
like
Yeah, 3 or
genuinely,
4,
it's
yeah,
kind of
like
insane.
That's
Same day.
That's,
That
And
is
it doesn't
crazy.
matter what the video
but he's
is of.
consistent on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Post
so what you see is once you go in and you set up your page, it will ask you which custom page do you wanna use. So you can literally, website set, we're gonna start there, website settings. So you can set it up how you want it to look. So go to website settings first, and then complete everything on this side. Fill out your profile, fill out a bio, about me, add in your featured listings. And then on this side, notice how it says this is your template. It can be this one. And of course, it's pretty basic, so I'm sure Chris could probably help us spruce these up a little bit. But you could put in recruiting information. I mean, what's one of the big things with Exit, right? Sponsor people, get those
Another revenue
residuals.
stream.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, you choose the template that you want. And then once it's set up, boom, it'll look like this. When you want to change something, I basically just go to my custom pages. If I wanna add something, change something, say, for example, I just wanna put something about community news. Look how simple that is. Add news, I'm gonna give it a title, and oh, guess what? We've already got a prompt that we're going to help you set up in ChatGPT that says, give me the title, give me the meta words, give me the meta description, give me hashtags, all of those, and then give me the article, and you drop it down here, you hit publish, check your box, and it'll hit save, and you've got something new on your own website. I don't know.
Hey, I'm
I
down for
I
that.
just went from here to here on a web search, right? So the more you're adding,
And
the
our-
more you're
our
creeping up.
homework here, all these sites, get our website going. We can do that in the next,
2 weeks, 3 weeks,
yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. I mean,
okay?
then we can start building.
Right. So, let me just ask before we go any further, because we're rounding down toward the last of our time. Questions about what we've talked about so far? Let's just go there first. Everybody understands, like, go out there, search yourself first on ChatGPT, okay? And see what it tells you or how you come up in any of these. If it comes up any kind of different ones than this, then you've got a profile out there somewhere, okay? If you guys find other profiles that rank higher than Zillow or Fast Expert or Rate My Agent, let us know, because we've noticed those are the three,
We'll add them.
they're gonna pop up every time.
Seth, you had your hand up.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
so
Seth.
one thing I just wanted to point out, I use ChatGPT weekly for my other job,
Yeah.
in real estate, but I've learned a lot today, which is great.
Okay.
But if you're asking questions, if you're looking to research and doing things, challenge the data it gives you, because sometimes it's not 100%.
Absolutely.
So if it tells you, oh, the home price in Sumner County is rising by 10%, like, well, where did this number come
Well,
from?
to
And
your
sometimes
point.
it will, tell you, well, I don't really know, I use this, this, and this.
To your
But then you
point,
can,
what you're talking about is why we're able to cheat the system,
Yeah.
let's say right now, on these fast experts and Zillows and all of that. We can cheat, not cheat, we're not gonna put anything in there that's not true.
Right,
But if, this month you're in the top, whatever, you put it on there and it's gonna pull, oh, you're in the top,
right.
in your office.
Everybody that
number,
hits top 10 in our
Yeah.
office every
Yeah.
month,
Just post it.
throw it out
yeah,
on
use
your.
it to your advantage, but I'm just saying, make sure the data you put out, just
Well-
know what you're talking about, because you're gonna get somebody eventually that challenges you, and I can tell you from experience, it's hard to go, oh, I don't really know where that came from,
You know
well,
how
I'm gonna
you
look
do
that up
it,
real
bro?
quick, so.
To your point, but the data we're gonna pull is gonna be from the metrics on RealTracks, and we're gonna copy.
No, that's not what
on a
I'm
chat.
just talking about when you go to
Yeah.
ChatGPT and say, hey,
Yeah.
Right,
tell me this,
right.
or look, like, that information right there, it's verifiable sources that
This is
comes from.
verifiable sources.
Exactly.
If it doesn't give you
Yeah.
one, ask it, where'd you get that information from?
Right.
And hopefully it'll give you a verifiable source.
On
Yeah.
this topic, 100%.
Yeah,
So, but on the topic of, I don't wanna get in the ditch on the blog or on any of the stuff we're gonna do on our chats, because RealTracks data is what we're gonna drop and drag into it, and we'll show you how to do it, and then that data is gonna be correct, improvable. But Seth's right, on this kind of stuff, if you go into ChatGPT and you, instead of Googling, you ChatGPT, who's the biggest agent out there, of course,
yeah.
there's gonna be some that come up that aren't the biggest agent out there.
Well, and
They're
it-
cheating the system, but
Yeah,
we're not
and-
gonna post that.
A different example of what Seth is saying, and I shared this at one of the recent classes that we had. So I call my ChatGPT Sarge. So whenever I'm voicing and talking to it, I'm like, Sarge, do this, do that, do that. Cause most of you know I like a man in uniform and preferably with a gun. When I was going in every time and saying, hey, help me, put out a social media post for an open house on October 12th, 2025 from 12 to 2 at this address. And it would pop up, and inevitably, I don't know, what was the 12th? Was that Sunday? Sunday was the 12th? Inevitably, every time it would pop up, okay, here's your post for Saturday, October 12th, 2025. And I wasn't clicking, like it wasn't picking up the right date. And then, of course, then people were like, Ron, that says Saturday, it's Sunday, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so I literally had to go in and create a chat with Sarge to say, Sarge, I need you to correct yourself. You keep giving me the wrong day of the week for anything in the calendar year of 2025. So I need you to ensure that the day and the date match up, and then correct it on January 1st, 2026 for that new calendar year. So now it'll come in right, but I literally had to ask it and save it into one of my chats so that it would stop doing that to me. Because inevitably I'd miss it. I'd be like, okay, there's my post, boom, boom, boom. Out I go. And then I'd be like, crap, now I gotta go fix every one of my group posts that I went out there and put. So I think that's basically what you're saying is, verify your
Yeah.
information, make sure
Just
that
challenge
if
it,
it gives you some kind of data, and it doesn't give you a reference point of some kind, ask it, hey, where'd you get that information from? Go ahead.
Could we tell it to do that in the specified instructions?
The personalization?
Yeah,
Mhm.
to give only verified sources.
Yep, give me a verified source every time you give the information.
Side note about the top 10 producers thing.
Yeah.
I posted that, I did like a quick post on Facebook and my Instagram.
Yeah.
And it got the most engagement I've gotten in like 2 years, and I've literally already gotten a lead from it, so if you ever get it, just post it,
Post
because it's,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
makes a
Yeah.
massive difference.
Right,
We wanna
yeah,
make ourselves, this office look good and
Right.
bigger than, you know, with whatever we can
Yeah.
post.
and if Ahmad was here, Ahmad would say, make sure you tag Exit Real Estate Solutions every time you post something like that, okay? So, because we're not only trying to build our own visibility, but we also want to build the visibility of the office, because, you know, we know we've got a great brokerage here, we know without a doubt, we offer, you know, a lot of training ahead of a lot of the other brokerages that are close by. So, you know, we want people to know that we're special.
We are. Seth brought up another good site, LinkedIn. And
Oh, LinkedIn.
Yeah, if you're not doing
Yes.
LinkedIn, yeah, that's a good, think about people at work, you know, they
Yeah.
get some downtime, they're browsing.
Yes.
A lot of companies have restrictions on Facebook and Instagram
Right.
and all these other sites, but they don't on LinkedIn.
Yes.
So if you're writing a blog already, just go ahead and share it to your LinkedIn page. I mean,
Yes.
just have something out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, but LinkedIn is significantly different than your other social media. It is
Yes.
professional only. So, and you can literally say to ChatGPT, I want this to be a LinkedIn professional post. And it'll look significantly different than your social media, okay?
That's right, it did say that. Good.
Absolutely. Okay, the website. We will deep dive this in an upcoming class. So if you wanna, if you've got your domain, you don't have it hooked to a page, and you wanna do it, you know, we'll get something on the schedule again soon. And then the other things that we wanted to show you were some of the chats and prompts
So these are cool.
that we have set up. So, first I'm gonna go here. I think it's here. There, okay. So on ChatGPT, notice I hit explore. Okay, right here. And then it comes up to where you can create one, and then you've got a box for your own. So if you were gonna create one, which we will be showing you how to do this down the road. If you wanted to create one, you'd go there. If you want to find the ones that you created, they are here. So I was talking to Erica for a couple minutes yesterday. I literally have the MLS photo description assistant set up. And bless you, bless you, bless you. So when I open this, I am going to, at some point, it's gonna let me add a file. Come on. Sometimes I have to resave it. Okay, alright, okay. It's gonna prove me wrong, Jay.
No, it's not.
There it is,
Yeah.
okay, alright. So, I downloaded a couple of pictures from my Rio Vista listing. Notice how I just grabbed them from download, and I dropped them right here, and then it gives you a little circle and it says it's added. I'm not gonna do anything else.
This is cool.
It's reading everything in those pictures for me, okay? I don't wanna have to ask it every time. Do this for me, do that for me, do this for me. So basically, what it is I have configured this. And there's a whole setup that we'll go through and show you how to add in all of this information, do the conversation starters, and then basically you create a new action. It will save it into your ChatGPTs, in my GPTs, so that you don't have to ask it every time. I just upload a picture. So this is my shower that's in Rio Vista. Spa-inspired shower featuring striking blue marble look tile, dual shower head, so it's picking up all of that. And then in the kitchen, And so you can use this and some of those words in your public remarks, but also as a description for the photo. And everybody knows how to add their descriptions for photos and all of that? Okay. Okay. I'm going to let Jay talk about this one.
Alright,
So,
the listing, price generator.
yeah, price reduction
This
angle
is-
generator.
This is money right here in our pockets. I'm telling you, I get excited. We did, okay, last week the girls were out of school, we were on a trip, and Emily had a listing that came up. And they were debating on whether or not to list it at, you know, of course, the homeowners wanna list it at a higher amount. And so I said, well, hey, wait a minute, let me try this out. Like, this is a real-time, you know, ChatGPT situation. So we dropped in, went on the MLS, went into the analytics, pulled everything in this county, pulled everything in the school zone. We got like granular on the information, on what it would pull, year bill, square footage, all that. And then dropped it in to this built chat that, you know,
We just taught how to use, yeah.
it just totally grinds all the information and then tells you what the list price should be, the upper, mid, and lower, and how many days on market it should take. And then it says, would you like me to give would you like me to write a letter to the seller? And so, yeah, I want you to write a letter to the seller, because I don't know what to tell them right now. They're wanting the list way too high. And so we gave it that, and it wrote a letter of why this listing should go for this price. And, I mean, I was
Not
like,
that you wanna
No,
give them
we're
the
not
letter.
give
Okay?
them the letter.
It's just
What-
talking points to
Bas-
use.
Basically, we knew their situation of, hey, they've already sold another house, they're moving into another house, they're gonna put the money, this is their situation, they're gonna put their money back into the house they bought, and they're gonna be in a better situation for their family. They need to sell, and they need to sell within a certain amount of time, so all of that given, we were like, this price here is better for them, this is what they want, they wanna sell in 30 to 60 days, basically. And if we mark it up here where they wanna sell, it's gonna be on there for 6 months. So basically, it gave all the data, it gave every,
It was really cool, like, I've gotta say, I am technologically challenged, so, he helps out a lot with this, so anyways, I ran my
ChatGPT did it,
traditional
not me.
comp,
so.
and I was just sitting there, probably spent 30 minutes on going through all kinds of stuff, and, cause I dived super deep into comps.
Took me 10 minutes.
And he
to
was like,
load it.
watch this, and he did it, and it was identical to what I pulled. It was
That she
scary.
had worked
It
on
was,
all morning.
it pulled up the specific listings that were to the T, the best comps. It already drafted out like the days on market, how many price drops it did all the work for me, and it was super accurate,
Do
so.
you have that email it wrote?
I think so, I think we have it.
Well, another time.
I'll have
So-
to find it.
Yeah.
But it was really,
saved a
y'all
lot of
gotta try
time.
it, yeah.
And that's what this AI will do, is save time. I mean, it's not gonna go sell a house for us, because it ain't gonna replace us. I mean, but it's gonna replace the agents that don't use it, I feel like. I'm scared not to use it, so,
It cuts your workload out for sure.
yeah.
And if you don't trust it, you can always.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers.
You can
and do what she
absolutely
did.
run the
Right,
numbers.
and that's what I did, I ran my numbers first, and he was like, let's just try this.
That's where
Right.
I did it.
Yeah.
It was so accurate this year.
We're gonna.
Yeah,
you know,
so
we're gonna-
this is gonna be, so the prompts that we're showing you right now are our classes that are gonna come up, okay? Because you literally have to go through the configure part, which I'm sure you two.
Yeah.
I vouch with your knowledge. Yes, absolutely, yes, absolutely, so, but the purpose of this one is really to create, and because we have it set up as for stale listings, but it can also be to help you price, okay? Don't rely on it for your comps. Rely on it to give you talking points to talk to your client about the whys, okay? So the other thing is, I do have RealTracs open. Remember, in RealTracs, you can go in here to these analytic reports pull your market trends, pull the report, basically download it, right? And then I can drop it in to chat. And I know I went through that fast,
You're good.
but
That's
I
what you
just
did,
want
right?
you to see what it will do.
And you can do it for a subdivision, you
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely,
Put in the
Heather,
zip code, it'll
exactly,
pull
we did it
everything.
for
Yes.
3 subdivisions that are all pretty similar, and we excluded the other data, cause it doesn't make sense to put it in. So that's where it's not gonna replace us, but, God, what
okay.
a tool to use.
No, I wouldn't.
You can't you edit it to, like, if you did 37066 for the zip, and then you know, like, 2 neighborhoods popped up that didn't really flow with the comps, you can say, can you exclude these and
Yeah,
revise?
or you just do a map, like a drawing where it just gets, you know, two streets or
Right.
whatever you do.
That's true, the drawing would work good.
Alright, so I wanted to read that report. Oh, it's not it's not pulling up my report, okay, yeah, okay, alright, so, anyway, so, what's that?
You scroll down, there's like somewhere it says you have to click a button, sometimes it says you can.
Yeah, okay, on the very bottom, right. There, that one, okay.
There's,
Yeah, data analysis, okay. So, but we'll go, I just wanted you to see what is coming down the road, okay? But let's go back to homework, we're about 5 minutes done. Start with your profiles on those pages, okay? I'm telling you, the minute you start going down it and you start seeing that you're not visible in so many places, you're gonna be like, oh man, look at what I've been missing out on.
Just
Okay?
do one a day.
Yeah,
Like, with your coffee, that's what I did, and
Yeah.
I've had them done in a week.
yeah, and you know, like the ones like, this is what I like about this one, is it tells me what else I have to do, right? So I literally went in and did my personal stuff, edited that, company details, you know, so I still need to add in, oh, some of you might have gotten a link from me from Fast Expert. Accept that, because we're gonna start kicking that back and forth to each other. I'm glad I saw that, cause that's important. And the more trusted professionals you have on your Fast Expert, the higher you rank. Who
When did
knew?
you send that?
When were we working on it? 2 weeks ago, something like that?
Probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so, but I think I sent it to like 4 different people, and then as I'm going through it, I'm like, oh, now I know why. So if you see me send you a link from Fast Expert, just accept it. So, but go through, get all your check marks, and then, you know, but start with Zillow. Again, start with Zillow because you can sync so much from Zillow to the other site, so save yourself time. Questions, thoughts, final? Heather, anything final?
No, I thank you guys both for, this class that they're doing, it started off at the Exit Roadshow, for those that went there, any of you said that when I was gone at the beginning, there was, somebody came in, the Exit corporate had to speak to all the Exit agents, and then these two signed up to take the class, the deep dive, and they, on their own, are sharing that with all of us, so we really just owe you guys a big round of applause for
Yes.
taking your time and teaching us this, so thank you so much.
In the office,
And,
Yeah.
Heather and Mark supported us in it.
yes,
And we're like, we want you guys, you know, we appreciate you. We
absolutely.
appreciate you and Janie, and the brokerage was behind us. So
Supportive of
we-
it, absolutely,
We appreciate
yes,
you
absolutely,
giving us this, you
yeah,
know, tool.
yeah, absolutely, so, let's go ahead and cut the live. So, we wanted to feed you all, so there,